Hey guys, welcome to Heart Academy for September 28, 2016. And today we did a quick review on other types of graphs and statistics, such as line graphs, bar graphs, pie charts, and pictographs. And today's class, we reviewed how to do each one of those. It was an easy class for both 7th and 8th graders. Congratulations. Good job on remembering your graphs. And so tonight's homework will do the same. Focus on a review on the line graphs, pictographs, par graphs, bar graphs, and circle graphs. There it is. I think that's about it. So tonight's homework is the same for both 7th and 8th, which is the packet of graphs, starting with this one. So what I'm going to do is get you started on this, and then you can complete the rest on your own. So for your first part of the homework is the pictograph, okay? And in this one, we're talking about books. The thing is to remember that each book is actually 4, right? So with that in mind, you can start answering the questions. So let me bring up the question. I'll just keep this over here. And the questions for this page looks like this. Here it is. So I'll answer a few for you until you get into the groove. How many books did Megan read for the summer? Well, where's Megan? Here she is. And remember, each one of these is 4. So that's 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 times 4. There it is. So 4 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 times 5 is 20. Right? Because if this is 4, this is 4, this is 4, this is 4, this is 4. Add them all up, you should get 20. Or 4 times 5, which is 20. Okay? And what I'm going to do is go over to the next one. Let's see, what's another good one to read? Oh, number 3. How many books did Philson read, and did he read more than Andy? So I hope you're putting 2 answers in that one for number 3. I'm going to skip around and go to number 3. Philson read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If he read 7, that's 4 times 7, which is 28. And then Andy, remember, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 times 3 is 12. And Andy read 12. So how many books did Philson read? Okay, Philson read 28. Did he read more books than Andy? Obviously not. Or yes, he did, excuse me. All right, let's see, go around and take a look at another one. We have, how many books did Sue and Andy read? That's adding their amounts together. Total amount of books, 4 times all those books together. How many books would Megan need to read to match Philson's total? Well, we just did Philson, right? Let's go back. How much did Philson have again? 28. And the question down here says, how many books would Megan need to read to match Philson? Megan had, what was hers again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20. So how many more books do Megan need to read in order to match Philson? As you can see the difference, it would be 8. So for that question, you would have 8. Excuse me. Move that a little bit for that question. 8. How many books would Megan need to read to match Philson's total? 8. All right. So now I'm going to move on to the next one because you guys have a pretty good idea of this already if you haven't already finished your homework. Okay. The next chart we worked with, the line graph. So here's a line graph. Why do we call it a line graph? Because it uses a line. That's right. Be here all year. All right, so this line graph, talking about school raffle ticket sales, we have the months and how much money was made during the month. Okay, first question, were there more tickets sold in May than October? Well, let's see, how do we read this? Here's May, sold 400 tickets. October is in the middle, 450. Okay, you see 400, 450 because it's in the middle right about here. So were there more tickets sold in May than October? No. And October sold more. So answer to this one would be no. How many tickets were sold in May and October? Well, again, May made 400. October made about 450. Now you know how to read that line graph. Let's see if there's any other question that I want to share with you. How many tickets were sold in the summer months of June and July? So you'd be adding those two together. Which month made the highest dollars? What month had the lowest sales? How many more tickets were sold in May than July? So you find a difference between those two. How many tickets were sold in February? How many tickets were sold in June? What was the total number of tickets sold? Okay, for the total amount of tickets sold. I hope everyone got that part right. So that means you need to add the amount of this. That looks like it's 150. This looks like it's 200. This, which looks like it's 300. This, which looks like it's about 99 or something close to it. This looks like it's 400. This is 250, etc. And then you would add all of those up. Okay? I'm going to move on to see what's next. Already on the last page. Yes, homework is quick tonight. Okay, so remember in class I said you did not have to do this bottom half of the pie chart, circle graph, because I didn't want you to have to worry about trying to make your own circle graph. So the bottom half you do not have to do. And all I wanted you to do is focus on the top half, the first 5 questions, because those you can answer using this graph. Okay? There we go. So now, for this one, I should have a calculator handy just in case. Oh, man. No calculator. All right, I'll get one in a second. Let's see if I need it. Question number 1, and this is the information where we're getting. What do the members of the Davis family spend most of their money on? Looks like food to me at 30%. Okay, so I would say food. Let me just write food in here. F-O-O-D. How much do they spend for clothing? Okay, so clothing's at 15%. And remember, you can use that fraction equation to figure out how much money is 15%. Don't answer this as 15%. It says how much do they spend? Okay, so I want to know how much money is 15%. So with the fraction equation, remember the 100 always goes down on the bottom. Your percent, in this case 15, goes on the top. Okay, and then their income goes down here. What is the income? Well, if you look up here, it tells you. Okay, so they spend, their annual income is not very much, $24,000. Okay, so 24, 1, 2, 3. So what we would do here is multiply the 2, cross multiply 24,000 times 15, and then divide by 100. So when you do that, I went and got a calculator, multiply this with this, and then divide by 100, you'll get $360. So that's how much 15% is. 15% would be $360. How much money did they spend on clothing? $360. All right. How much money do they save for the year? Okay. So remember, you can use the same setup. Don't just give me the percent of what they save. Tell me the actual money. So with the same setup, remember 100 always goes on the bottom. Your percent will go up here. What was the percent for savings? Looks like 7%. So percent will go here. Their income goes down here. Remember that income was 24,000. Okay? Cross multiply 24,000 times 100. Take that answer, times 7. Take that answer and divide by 100, and you'll get what this is that you can put right here. And number 4, same thing. What do they spend for entertainment? Okay? Look at entertainment. Put the new percentage right here. Cross multiply and divide. Okay? Let's see. Okay, so be careful with question number 5. You're going to do the same fraction thing, except their income has jumped from 2,400 to 48,400 to answer these questions. So again, for these questions, number 5, for each one of these amounts, their income has changed to 48,400, right? Remember, 100 will always stay here. Your percent goes here, for example, for food. So how much is for food again? Does that look like 30% for food? So if you multiply this with this, get that answer, and then divide it by this, you will figure out what X is. And that's what can go here. And you will do the same thing for all of these. So for clothing, that stays at 48,400. That stays at 100. The percent will be the thing that changes. Clothing, 15%. But again, cross multiply this with this, take that answer and divide it by this, 100, and you will get this for clothing. And that's what you want to do with the entire set of these. that's it, my friends. If you have any questions, please bring it in to me tomorrow, and I will see you then. Bye.